What's up, people? It is me, Icon Jesse Icon here, making a short video clip of Final Fantasy 15. So basically what happened was I beat the game. Um, no, I beat the game a long time ago, actually, and, like I said, I haven't been able to post videos on my Xbox for, like, a whole year. So basically I have a bunch of games on here that I've completely beaten, and now I'm going to the very end, or my last save, and going back and showing you exactly how they end. Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't beaten Final Fantasy 15, don't watch this video, because I mean, you're not going to see everything, because at the very last battle, it glitched out and wasn't allowing me to record. I mean, it didn't glitch out, it just doesn't allow you to record the end part of the last battle, which I was kind of upset about. So I missed that video clip, but I did record the very end. So if you don't want to see that, don't watch this video. But otherwise, I mean, if you're just interested to see exactly what happens at the very end, what the two last battles kind of look like, feel free to keep watching, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but this was an epic game, bro. Like, definitely, I love playing Final Fantasy. It had a super great storyline, had a lot of hours of gameplay, and it just really was a great game. Now, I'm only level 45, and I really didn't like how the New Game Plus worked for this game, so that was one thing that kind of irritated me a little bit, because I would have liked to just, like, go out into, like, before you go on the train, because, like, once you go on the train, it's basically over. It's like you're playing the final end of the story. I mean, final end of the story takes a really long time to get through, because there's, like, a bunch of battles you have to go through while you're on that train, and, yeah, and then Noctis, like, growing, like, all the way up to, like, being exiled for 10 years or whatever after he died, trying to get the crystal from the evil empire. So, yeah, so all that shit happens, and then now it's like kind of the end battle a little bit, so you're fighting Ifrit. He's just been, like, kind of sitting on that chair over there. So yeah, so basically you're fighting the gods, and the immortal is trying to become a god or whatever, blah blah blah. Or it's not kind of like that, it's just kind of like he's evil as fuck, and he basically killed everyone you ever loved just because he's a sick bastard. So that's kind of what this guy is all about, bro. The last enemy, the Chancellor or whatever his name is. So Chancellor's, like, evil as fuck, basically. And I really enjoyed this scene. This scene definitely well made. So yeah, definitely glad I was able to capture this scene and it wasn't blocked. But they blocked, like, the very last scene, the very last cutscene of the game, and I was super upset about that. But yeah. So basically, I tried to record again, and it wasn't allowing me to record. So that's just kind of what happened. But anyways, yeah, Ifrit does some kung fu moves to dodge all the swords. That's Beaumont, I think. I don't know who this summons is. Noctis gives him one cold look, and he knew what to do. Yeah. That should have just really killed him right there. But he gets back up.
It's time for the boss. Out of the frying pan. Dun dun dun. Ready to put this thing.
So basically, what you want to do for this game is make sure you have a lot of potions. I had like a bunch of remedies, and you'll see I use a lot of The elixirs are great just because they bring your health all the way back up, and potions kind of just like kill you a little bit, but they don't bring your health all the way back up. So I only had like 10 potions going into this, but I had like 30 plus elixirs, 30 plus omega elixirs. I had, you know, 20 Phoenix Downs. I had like 30 high potions, but I only really had like 10 regular potions. So, I mean, that's definitely more than enough to beat him. All those potions are definitely way more than enough to beat him. And that's one thing about the game is, like, as long as you have potions, you're never gonna die, like, ever. Noctis should never die. His health should, like, never deplete to the point where you can't hit the R button and use a potion. This game was a lot of using potions, though, because I noticed Noctis's health went down every time that he used his Warp Strike. Every time he used his Warp Strike, or any of his king weapons, his health would go down, and I'm like, they're not serious here, are they? But one of the big things that helped me defeat these big enemies is what I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. And it's the LB button. If you press it, you can use your partner's abilities to basically attack the enemy. So it really helps out, bro. Especially Gladios, like Dawnhammer, which is what I had as a boss finisher for this last fight. Dawnhammer, I would have to say, is probably one of the best partner abilities that you can use. I mean, there is a higher one than Dawnhammer that I could have unlocked, but I was trying to rank up Dawnhammer all the way to the top. I do like how he throws you all the way up in the air. That's pretty cool, a little move that he does there. So yeah, I'm just super glad that I finally get to broadcast this, because I definitely completed it a long time ago and never got to do anything about it. Prompt is probably the second person you're gonna have to use potions for, so he doesn't die, because Prompt's health goes down way crazier than Gladio's or Ignis's. Ignis has fire resistance, and Gladio just has a lot of health, so Prompt is kind of just yeah, that's the move I was talking about. That's the Dawnhammer move. It does like 8,000 damage, so it definitely depletes his health really fast. He's already at health. With that one attack, bro, I messed him up. Definitely want to be watching at the end too. I know I spent probably longer than I had to attacking him, because once his health gets down to a certain point, his health doesn't go down anymore, so you actually have to summon again. And I'll show you what that looks like in the next part of this video. There's another little clip that I put together with this one, and then the third clip got erased, which sucks, and then I have the final clip. So it's gonna have 4 parts all together, but now it's only 3. So 2 10 minutes and a little 3-minute. But one of the cool things is I'm not too completely spoiling the end of the game for you. So if you want to see the actual end of the game, you have to play the game. I mean, that's just the plain and simple of it. It's like, you need to play this game. Like, it's super cheap right now too. You can get like the Ultimate Edition for like $30 or something like that, and it comes with all the DLCs and everything like that. I was thinking about getting it for myself for the PS4 so I could do live streams with it, but I've already put so much content into Final Fantasy from the short clips that I've made, and that it's, to me, buying the game over again is not worth it. As long as I got to show you this last final battle, that's makes it worth it to me that I actually played this game. So yeah, because these 2 enemies that I show are basically the 2 final battles of the game, and that's it. I mean, then there's just a bunch of story scenes, and one of the main story scenes that I wanted to show, which is probably the best graphic story scene, is when the kings plunge their swords into Noctis, so he can go to the Ether Realm and defeat the Chancellor, or whatever his name is. Oh, I thought it almost glitched out right there. So, yeah, I think he's like Chancellor Amadine or I forget what the guy's name is, bro. But anyways, I'll just show you the summons. You summon the Shiva or whatever her name is. I think that's what her name is. Shiva, Sheila, whatever her name is. And she freezes him. She's pretty sexy, though. I wonder if Ifrit wants her. Yeah. This is definitely end move attack. This is kind of like the slow part, and I definitely was sad for Noctis right here. It almost made me cry, man. I mean, Noctis is like really emotional about shit, like crazy emotional about shit, and it makes you feel like emotional about shit. It like puts tears to your eyes, like how Noctis lost everything, man. Crazy. This game was such a crazy game. Like I loved every minute of it. Besides some of the little things were annoying, but like some of the favorite parts of the game I didn't even get a chance to capture. Like when he was using the Ring of Lucis to like basically death spell everything. That was pretty cool little moment. Because Noctis was definitely super powerful then to kill the regular enemies. It'd be cool to use that, the ring in the, well, I think you can, maybe, in the actual, like, map where there's enemies, because I know when I was coming from his, banishment, I found enemies that are way harder than the last boss out there.
It's time to take it.
Like, way harder.
It ends here.
This is like this wall enemy.
Tonight.
It's like like a whole wall, like of the cliffside. I like definitely had the Ring of Lucis on. I used Death Spell, and that guy just laughed at me. I was like, that's crazy. So if I do find some more powerful hard enemies, so what I might do is actually go through this game and try to find all of the hidden summons. Definitely try to find all the hidden blades, and just try to find some of the hardest enemies in the game and defeat them. Definitely would be a fun little experience, and I might actually do some more broadcasting if that's what I wanted to do. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to PS4 a little bit actually, because it's easier to broadcast. I don't have to rewatch my clips. I can just make a straight broadcast, be in there with my friends, and just chill. I don't have to constantly tell you people what is up, but I don't mind. I actually picked a pretty good photo for this part. I really, I mean, I'm telling you guys what to do anyways, because when I'm on a live stream, I'm like saying what's up. So, but I like this photo, and I chose it twice actually, so I could show you guys when I originally beat the game which photo I chose. But this is probably like the best, most appropriate photo for the end game, because it shows everyone that Noctis struggled with, like throughout the whole game. So yeah, I think he looks special right there when he's looking at the picture. Looks pretty special.
is that?
Just like holding the picture up, and it just makes him look like special, bro.
I'm afraid you're out of luck.
He's literally got all his father and his girlfriend like hanging by chains up there.
It seats only one. Off my chair, Jester. The king sits there. Not. How I have waited for this. Longer than you could ever know. Tonight, the dreams of the blood royal come to an end. Despite all that's kept you going. Talk about a grudge. Arden sits the throne.
That's his name, Arden.
For long.
So this is
my
cool little cutscene, and really wish I could have shown you guys the last cutscene, but it wasn't allowing me to capture it, so couldn't really do anything about that.
The battle of kings.
But not a big deal. I'm sure you can find it. I mean, I wish I could like put it up for you guys, and I think if I really went back through and like tried to record like the last battle, I could have probably done it, but I don't know. I was recording and it glitched out, so it's not my fault, but I wanted to post this as soon as possible just so you guys can see some of the combat for the last two battles. So it's basically just use potions and you're good. Make sure you stock up on a bunch of potions. Like don't do what I did, because I didn't buy like 99 potions like I normally do. And I don't know, you can only use the King Sword in this battle, so this is not the most epic battle in the game. This is definitely like the best cutscene in the game at the very end, but I don't even get to show you that. I mean, this is pretty cool too, to like destroy buildings and stuff. So you get to see like a little bit of what the beginning combat looks like. He's got a pretty big sword. He reminds me of like Rose Goku Black, bro. Almost. And I'm getting excited for the new Goku movie. Let's go. Can't wait till he fights Bardock. It's gonna be epic. Yeah, so I don't know. I've been watching some Sword Art Online, that new little series that they made. That was pretty good. Might watch some of it tonight. Not quite sure. Got dinner that I have to go to. Dad's making me some hot dogs, so that's always chili dogs actually, and chili dogs are always amazing. I treated him to like lunch today. Well, I treated him to some Mexican food, and then he was like, he gave me a great idea, because like I've been like working really hard at my new job. And I was taking classes and stuff like that, and like he just said that maybe I should just like take a few less classes than I was taking. So I dropped some of my classes today, and now I'm only just taking, you know, like the one class or whatever. So yeah, I'm a big pussy for that, but I just want to make sure, because I have to get like off my 90-day probationary period for like school. Or not for school, but for my job. So like I want to make sure that I'm able to show up to work on time every day that I need to be there, and not have to worry about school getting in the way of that, because I know school is like get in the way of your job most times, which doesn't make sense, because you're going to school to get a job, and I basically already have my career job, so I'm just going to school to complete school, because I just feel like that's all I really want to go to school for. Like I don't need to go to school for a specific job. I'm just going to school for fun. So, and to keep me like educated on stuff. So, but I do want to get my degree in business management, so that's why I'm still going. Didn't completely drop out. So anyways, that's the end of the battle right there, and this is what happens at the end of the game. Everything has no monsters. There's sunshine out again. There's not perpetual darkness anymore. You get to see all the little towns that you've been to, all the little areas you've gone to throughout the game, and yeah, it's definitely in paradise now. And that's the last campfire that you sit at before you go and fight all of his minions and go and fight him. So he's basically a pushover boss. I fought harder enemies than him in this game, but yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I didn't get to show you the actual end of, like, when he gets hit by the swords and then he goes and kills them, like at the very end. But it's okay. If you want to see that, just play the game. It's where it is. But this is a pretty cool scene because this is actually the coolest part, I feel like, of the whole game, is this scene right here. Because as you'll see, like when you first log into the game, and like I said, spoiler alert, if you don't want to see this scene until you beat the whole game, then don't watch it. But anyways, I thought this was such a cool scene because, like, he literally is like part of the background now, and you're like, you always wondered, like, who's that white princess, like, in the beginning of the game, like Final Fantasy 15 is just also like a white princess there, like, sleeping. And it totally makes sense after this scene because she, like, looks at the picture and then Noctis is just like, yeah, you're cute. She is pretty hot, actually, for, you know, a blonde, I guess. Noctis is, like, such a lucky dude. He finally shaved his beard, man. That beard looked scraggly as hell. I don't know if they purposely made his beard look scraggly or what, but see, she's sleeping there, and now you get to see the beginning of the Final Fantasy game all over again. So it's just a big, huge circle from the start to finish. And a little bonus thing is actually Noctis is in the beginning menu, because that's what your beginning menu kind of looks like. And then Noctis actually gets put in there, right there. And then it just says Finn. But if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.